Hey guys, this is Little Gordita, and this time I want to talk about the tool I use to run my tournaments. As you guys know, I run 2 tourneys so far on my Discord server with money slash gift card rewards. So if you want to be a part of it, check my link in description, my Discord, and make sure you request the role that is called tourneys, and then you will be notified every time I run one. Now, what is the tool that I use to run them? It is this tool right here called Game.tv. Now, Game.tv is an esport assessment powered by IE. It runs your tournament so you can concentrate on your community. So every time I'm streaming, this tournament runs in the background. It creates Discord rooms. It notifies every single member that registers for my tournament when they need to hit, when it's their turn. There is a check-in option to check in. There is a timer if they need to know about their members, their team, Discord tags. Now, if you are a streamer out there and you're interested in running tournaments for any games, it could be, well, I'm currently running for Clash of Clans. I've done for Rocket League, Call of Duty Mobile, 7 Deadly Sins, whichever game you're interested in doing. This tool allows you to choose from a big variety of games, and then you can just go ahead and focus on your stream. You can have tourney coordinators that are helping you in the Discord in case anyone has any questions about the rules, the prizes, any format related to the game. Now, what does the tool looks like? This is currently my dashboard. I've run 102 tournaments so far. I am currently running one tournament that is going to be for tomorrow. It is a $50 tournament. As you guys can see, the layout is pretty simple. Everything is pretty self-explanatory. Where you have your dashboard. If you want to create a tournament tool, just click on that. Like I said, there is a big variety of games, so you just pretty much choose whichever game is supported by this tool, which is constantly updating. And if you give feedback, you can always add new games. We have console games, we have mobile games, we have PC games, we have a lot of games. Oh, is that Uno? It is Uno. And we have, so you have your tournaments here, all the tournaments that you've been running, that you've run. Notifications. It was introduced 2 days ago. And pretty much it lets you know when the tournament starts, when the brackets are created, everything that normally gives you a notification in the Discord. Now it also gives you a notification on your dashboard in case you don't have the Discord open up and you need to, well, know what's going on. Now, to create a tournament, it's pretty simple. So let's go ahead and choose a random game. I was looking at Uno earlier, but normally I run Clash of Clans tournaments, so I go to Clash of Clans, I choose my Clash of Clans. There's different options when it comes to hosting tournaments. You can do 1v1s, 5v5s, it really depends on the format of the game and what is supported. In case of Clash, we have wars, we have a minimum of 5v5, we have 10v10, 15, 20-20, 25, 30-30, so these are the ones that are supported. Pretty much just choose which one you want. You can have the one that is IA assisted, which is already, the format is already designed, selected for you to just click on publish. Or in my case, which I'm a little bit picky, we select the tournament and I go to advanced settings because I want to make sure that everything that is in here it's being edited and adjust to every single little detail that that I want for my tournaments. So you choose your team size, how many players can play, elimination style that it's automatically chosen as I chose the 1v1. If you want the bot to help you, a assistant. You choose when registration starts, when registration ends, when the tournament starts. If you are a streamer, you put your link right there. Select your country and region, and now you go to details. Pretty much you just put what your tournament is about, all the information about your tournament. If there is a prize involved, money, or if it's just for fun, you can always add that in here. If you have any pictures you want to add it to the banner as well. Everything is pretty customizable. There are settings like if you want check-in, which is important in case you have a big demand on your tournaments and You want to make sure that the players that show up are actually the ones playing. You want to activate that. If not, you don't need to. Random player selection. If you don't want your members to create their own tournaments and you want everyone to like get to know everyone else, you can always use that option every once in a while. If you want the tournament to be private in case you are hosting tournaments on a different server that is not yours, and you want the specific requirements in order to join, you can always enable this. There's a couple of questions in here, regular frequently asked questions about this tournament, and also if you guys have any other questions that you'd like to answer, please let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to answer them. If you're interested in possibly hosting any tourneys, I would definitely recommend this tool. It's what I use. Like I said, I'm leaving all my links in the description if you're interested in getting in contact with me, talking to me on the Discord about inquiring about this tool. I can always help you out. And also, if you're interested in possibly getting sponsored, because Game.tv also offers sponsorships. If you're interested in growing up your community and eventually getting sponsored by Game.tv, now let's see what the first question is. User friendliness. Was it easy to navigate through the tool? Do you have difficulty achieving what you set out to create? What was lacking? I think the good thing about this tool is, like I said, it's very simple. The layout, everything that you need to customize, everything that you need to add, remove, it is pretty self-explanatory. So it is very user-friendly. What was lacking? I don't feel like this tool is lacking much in terms of what you can customize in the game when it comes to editing the already existing tournaments. But it can always be improved. For example, being able for the host to be able to edit brackets or just have a little bit more of the power over what's going on in the tournament itself. I think that's good, as there can always be things that or players that don't show up last minute and you might need to sub or change something around. I think that would give people more chances of still participating rather than getting disqualified for one person not showing up for the entire team. It would be great to have a little bit more of manual access when it comes to the bracket section. Normally, let me go into one tourney that's already finished. Normally, you see this in everything that's in there. It's already locked, so you can't really edit anything. Add an extra player or something. You can't really do that. So I would say that would be a great addition to this tool. Just being able to manually input subs and players or remove them once brackets are created. Now the option is already available though. Before brackets are created, you can always add extra spots, as many spots you want for subs per team. Normally I tend to run 1 to 2 extra spots for subs, but once the tournament is happening, things can go down where they really didn't think they were gonna need the sub, and maybe just giving them that extra chance would be nice. Another thing I would definitely add, and that is just personally because I am being picky, being able to delete the tournaments that are not gonna go through. For example, I have these tournaments right here that are on pause. They're tournaments that I tested and went wrong and they never actually started. And there's a couple that are still live tournaments. You started a tournament and you did a test tournament and you didn't actually fulfill it, went through with it, and you want to delete it. Just have that option to be able to delete a tournament would be great, rather than starting a tournament and then not being able to complete it and then it still shows up as a live tournament. Now this is just me being picky because I would like my live tournaments to be specifically just that one tournament that I'm running, rather than any other number. But that would be great, just pretty much peace of mind, because I don't like to have things open that shouldn't be open. So just to keep things organized. easier of understanding. When going through option, was the option self-explanatory? Do you need to spend minutes at a time to grasp what the option entail? I think it is normal to spend a couple of minutes just like playing around with like the tournament stuff and like what options you got, what you need. It is normal to spend a couple of minutes and do a couple of tournaments that are pretty much just test, like this one that I did right here. Just a test tourney, just to make sure that all my settings are on the right spot. It's always, and I would definitely recommend always creating a tournament specifically just to test out for your server, making sure you're tagging the right roles, making sure you're adding all the rules, all the detail that you need. If you're wondering about a specific setting when it comes to check-in, complete teams, and all of these different options that they're given, it is also good to just run like a quick couple of tests, make sure you fully understand everything, and once you grasp that, is pretty much ready to go. The tool also gives you the chance to clone tournaments. So if you run a tournament 2 days ago and you want to run the same one but with like a different reward or like a different in this case a game town hall level or a level or something, you can just clone the same tournament and all the settings, all the information that you had, it's already there, and you just need to do a little bit of tweaking of what you need in case you want more than one winner, or you want more people per tournament instead of 8 people allowed, you want 16. You can always do that. Do you have an issue that the tool itself lists the details and how to resolve it? I've not really encountered any issues as of yet, because like I said, I like testing out everything, and all the questions that I have are pretty much being answered by me testing and failing and getting it right. So there's that. Was the aesthetic and design minimalistic? Do you notice details that were just necessary to list? Also, was the design or the interface satisfactory to your tastes? It is a very simple layout. It's not bad. It's just very simple, self-explanatory. I think I've said this like a million times now in this video. But I think keeping it simple, it's a good thing for new people. So on that aspect, I am okay with the aesthetics. Was the user manual on our video documentation pointless, or did it answer all your questions? It definitely helps. It definitely helps. I am covering some of the questions that are being said on the video, or a little bit of what you want to know when it comes to tournaments. So also I would definitely recommend go watching it if you want to have any more information. What would you add or change? I think I wouldn't change anything. Maybe I would go as fancy as adding a maybe light and dark mode, like if you want to have it all white, or if you want to have it all dark, just because, you know, eyes and that brightness is a bit, you know, but that's just getting fancy, to be honest. What would change? Definitely, if I were to add anything, change something, it would just be that one thing about being able to edit brackets, like adding and removing people once brackets are created. Game.tv comes with dozens of tournament templates for your favorite games. You can just publish, you can customize, you can clone the settings for your exact tastes and create any type of tournament you want. Game.tv also allows you to run tournaments whichever way you want, with ease and flexibility, so you can focus on streaming instead of having to worry about creating brackets and lobbies for players each round, or having to message individually every single one of them, or you have to explain the rules 1,000 times. Thank you for watching, guys. If you're interested in this tool, definitely make sure you join my Discord server. Ask me any questions. Feel free to reach out if you want to host your own tournament. If you have any questions that I didn't cover, please do let me know. And also, would like to spread the word about this tool, because I am currently being sponsored by Game.tv, and I don't think enough people that want to run their tournaments realize how clutch it is to have someone organize and run the logistics while you're just sitting there and fully enjoying and covering the tournament itself. Make sure you check out all the links down in the description below. Any questions, pop them in Discord, pop them in the comment section. I will be sure to reply. Have a good day, guys. Bye.